Hey you guys, how's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. Today I decided for a unique look to find some makeup to go with my collection of antique jewelry and eccentric jewelry that I have in my own collection. So without further explanations, let's just jump right into it. First thing I want to do is get my hair out of my face so I don't end up having hair stuck into my mascara, which always sucks to get out because then you're damaging more of your hair. I don't know if that's a thing, but it can't be good for your hair. Anyway, so if you want a closer look of what I have here, I have my wolf, which is my grandma's wolf, along with a really long choker that wraps around 3 times with something that looks like leaves. This is my grandma's black pearls, a K for my name. 3 hoops. This is the first time wearing an earring in this 3rd hole here, so that's pretty cool. And these 2 are older, and I think these are older. All of my earrings are antiques. So we're just going to go with something that matches everything. I put it all together and we're going to see what happens. First thing I want to do is prep my eyes with this night cream. And most people use primer. I don't have primer. So we're going to use a little bit of night cream on either eyelid. On both eyelids here. Just spread it evenly across the top and the bottom eyelids. And we are going to go for that smoky look with what I'm going for. Look at the colors I'm wearing here. I'm basing it off a little bit of pink, a little bit of purple. I'm going to use this palette, just a couple colors in it, not the whole thing. And I'm going to use, oops, I got my finger in it. Wipe that off. I'm going to use this purple here in this palette. It's a very nice purple. That'll go with the dark purple here. And I haven't decided yet. It's between one of these 2 for lipsticks. Or maybe both. We'll find out later. So that was a little bit of a layer. So we're going to do a lighter layer of this here on my eyelids, on the top and the bottom, and top, bottom. This will make sure any of those, dry eye bits that you get after washing your face, you know what I'm talking about. If you wear makeup and you wash it off, you always have like little bits of discharge in the corners of your eyes with mascara in it, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Just make sure there's none of those because that always makes the look. I want to use muddy, the term. Okay. I also want my lips to be super hydrated so that my lipstick doesn't get soaked into the lips, because then it leaves like little bits of it's patchy with like skin color peeking through the lip color. It's hard to describe, but I think you know what I mean. So I have these pre-done, but we're going to use the tape method this time because I never do. I see people doing it real close to the edge, so we're going to get real close. Just put it right. Okay, I've heard someone say if you stick it here a couple times, it won't tear your face off when you remove it. So, there. Now that seems really far out. Whoa, okay, that does hurt. You like how my exclamation probably makes some people laugh right now. Let's see, do we want it right there? That's about the end of my eyebrows. I have very light eyebrows, so I have to look very closely. So we'll do that same thing here because we don't want our face pulled off again. That kind of hurt. Yeah, we're going to put this right here at the end, right there. Right at the end of the eyebrows. Okay, that doesn't feel weird at all. I remember the first day we tried this, I put it on immediately. I'm like, all right, it's enough, let's take it off. Okay, the eyes are prepped. We got the tape on there. That's the weirdest feeling ever. I think we're going to start with a base coat. And since this is like winging it, we're going to use the base coat of this in this makeup look. I just grabbed a couple palettes. I said, pink and purple. Those two will go together, but we do need a neutral base. We're going to take that neutral pale purplish grayish. I don't know the exact name of the color. I'm just going to cover the whole eyelid. Above the eyelid too. Above the socket bone. Okay. That's pretty nice. Shade of purple. It's like a lilac, like a pale pinkish purple, but definitely more on the purple scale. It's hard to describe colors because everyone seems to see colors differently. I don't know if that's a myth or not, but people perceive colors different. Who knows? It's a phenomenon. I'm not here to teach you anything right now. I'm here to have fun with my eyeshadows. Okay, now that we look like a pink zombie, bring that down to the corner because it's a base. It's going to be covered by other things. I'm going to wipe it off over here. I'm checking the camera. That's not too bad. I like this shade. I think I still have color left from another thing there. That's never good. Just forget I said that. Now we might want to start with the dark color. Now we're going to start with this super light bubblegum looking pink that's in this palette here. We're going to shade this whole side here. It's quite shimmery. I think halfway ought to do it. Just color that halfway across. And then we're going to do that on the other side. I think because I'm not a professional, everything I do can start off looking super messy, but in the end it comes together and it's like, oh, that's what she was trying to do. That's probably just how it comes across. Okay. We just want to use as much pink as possible. Maybe even bring it down to the corner, but not out past the eyeball. Alright. Definitely seeing a color gradient here. Oh my. My paper towel really has a lot of color on it now. Check that out. Whew. And that's how you get a real vibrant color here. Alright, so we got those pinks in, got the purples in. Now I think we gotta move on over to this here and grab this dark purple. Just make sure there's no more of that pink in the brush. You brush it on. It's a very dark purple. This palette is a Smoky Night palette. I've had it for a while, but I've never had a theme to use it for. You know, I got it because I was like, oh, these colors are nice. And I just never used it. So just looking at an angle above the pink. Starting in the corner here. Yeah, that's about what I was trying to go for. I'm so glad that worked out. Alright, sorry I hadn't been talking much. I've been focused. Alright, so I've been wanting to start my career, but my starter funds had to be depleted recently because of this job that I have. Now, they're not letting anyone anymore have a paycheck. It has to be on this pay card, which is just another account to monitor, or you have to give direct deposit. Now, for the average person, that might be fine. But in my case, I'm trying to start my own business. And I'm trying to work on that secret project that I've had going. And I don't need to have any part-time job to have, given access to my bank accounts that are set up with my business. Do you know what I mean? And I probably sound quite frustrated by it, and I have to say it slowly so it doesn't all come bursting out at once. But right now, before we take off the tape, I think I'm going to take a piece of my makeup cloth here. Not that tiny. A very thin sliver to clean up this edge here. Clean up the edge of top here. Just because I like clean edges. Alright, so back to the story. Yeah, and they gave me this form, and on this form it said, alternatively, if you require a paycheck, talk to your human resources manager. And I said, okay, cool. Easy way out. Just talk to them, say, boom, I need a check. That's that. So real quick, we're going to take off the tape here. Whew. A lot of stuff just like blew off of this. Alright. And there's a lot of powder actually on these. I don't know if you can see that, but both of them seem to have a lot of powder. I'm just going to set those tapes aside right now. I'm going to have to pick up some more tape. And also we're going to have to break off another piece because that left quite a wicked line up top and up the bottom. We're going to go like this. Yeah, so I thought I had it, I got off easy. Look, there's a clause, I could just ask for a paper paycheck, everything will be hunky-dory. They'll understand. They never do. But the funny thing is, when I did bring up this form, having that alternative, they told me it was an old form. So, not only did they change their policy whenever, but they're handing out old forms for new hires that, they don't even have that policy instated anymore. My lips are feeling a little dry, so might need a little more moisture. So, I think now would be the time that I take my little angled brush, and I'm going to start with the dark first and bring it to the center, into the center here, and then I'm going to go back to that light pink and do that in the center, and then an even lighter color in the edges, and then I'm going to do my eyeliner, and and I'm going to clean it up, and you're going to see how cool that looks. Okay, let's get to it. So back to my story. Yeah, so I brought up the fact that this was an option on their direct deposit form. So he takes the form back from me and he throws it out, saying that was an old form. So they better make sure that they aren't handing them out still. So, caught you on that one. But it didn't matter. They're completely changing it over. It all has to be done online. Blah, blah, blah. If I'm talking slow, it's because I'm trying not to poke myself in the eyeball. Yeah, but, you see, I went to school and I graduated in 2009. High school, I'm talking. And back then, everyone was still doing their finances on paper. And I took like an advanced course, sort of, on how to do these types of finances, and I organized my grandfather's taxes by hand, and it was all done before everything was online. So that's how I knew to do my financing of my own finance, you know, like when I need food, when I need gas, when my workout facility is going to charge me monthly, when I have to pay for my internet, etc., cell phone bills, you know, how to take care of bills. Now, I understand a lot of things have gone online, but I just wanted one, you know, last thing, especially because they're not my career. This is a job to keep me going while I start my career. I didn't want to have to give them access to the money I have going into my career. I'm very personal about that kind of thing. If I don't want it, I shouldn't have to do it. So, I went ahead and I took money out of my savings and I opened a separate account just for deposits. Okay, so we're going to pause the story real quick. As you could see, took some of the dark. Let me get out this one here. I took some of this dark purple here, and I did halfway here to, you know, when you're looking straight ahead, where your eye sits, halfway there, right? And then halfway here. And I did with this pink in the middle on both sides. And I think since it's supposed to match this pink, I'm going to use some of this on the inside corners of my eyes. So back to my story. I spent about an hour at the inside the, what is it called? The bank. How did I forget the bank? Whatever. I spent about an hour inside the bank with this guy setting up this bank account for these people to deposit my money into that was separate from my own account. And each day that is payday, I will just transfer it over through the app. No problem. But the problem was that money was going to go toward my secret project that I have been working on that will allow me to make extra money. Not at this job, but through Instagram and YouTube and such. That was my like nest egg that I was setting up everything to start with. And I had to blow it on a separate bank account just so these people could do direct deposit and not fire me over that stupid nonsense. On top of the fact that it was necessary for them to have direct deposit, or you get this pay card where you can spend it like a debit card. No, I don't want a debit card with you guys. I already have a debit card. That's fine. I have complete control over my finances the way they are. We're going to keep it that way. You'll be separate. and I will notice if they take anything out, because the only thing that should be in that count is their pay and that 100 to keep it from getting a maintenance fee for being open. So I have it sealed pretty tightly. Speaking of sealing tightly, I'm seeing some sloppy edges here, and that's making me not happy. Okay. Okay, and we're going to use some eyeliner in the regular way that I use it. I can apply it to my left eye with one hand, but my right eye, that's like a whole nother operation. I can't wink with my right eye. It's pretty funny, actually. Okay, and we're gonna do the bottom eyelid. Just make sure the entire outline is lined with the black eyeliner. Just make kind of like a triangle there. Yeah, it's close enough. I don't have liquid eyeliner, and I'm standing quite far from my mirror, actually. It's especially far for someone like me who wears glasses. Anyway, what was I droning on about while I was doing my makeup? You see, I ended up droning on, and it sounded so boring because I'm so focused and hoping, please, 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 do not stab yourself in the eyeball. Okay. Just make it sort of a triangle there. And where's the cap? Alright, we're going to seal this up. Bloop. And grab that little piece here. Clean that up. Alright, we've done the eyes. Get some mascara on these eyelashes. I've considered doing eyelashes, but I don't have any eyelashes to use. So, how could I use false eyelashes if I don't have any? So, pardon my nose. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Do not stick yourself in the eye when you do eyelashes. I like to do, the first layer is just, oopsies. The first layer is just real quick, and then you go back and you give it another one. Not too heavy each time, because you're switching back and forth. If you don't have really thick natural lashes, don't fear. You can add them on, or you can do this method where I kind of let one dry a little bit while I add a little more to the other one. As you can see, oh, excuse me, I have the hiccups, but they are slowly building. Wow, excuse my hiccups. I'm so rude. Okay, and I learned a long time ago from Tyra Banks that you go like this instead of this, and prevents air pockets from getting into your mascara and drying it out. And I'm all for saving things for as long as they possibly can be saved. So thanks, Tyra. Okay, they're getting pretty thick now. If we keep switching back and forth, let them dry for a bit and then switch back, cake it on. I'll be rubbing mascara off my eyes for days at this rate. And mascara always makes me silent because I'm trying to focus real hard. Alright. Especially by my bottom lashes. Let's do something to those. Okay. Just looking at the viewfinder for a moment. Real quick for the bottom one, so it's more just a shadow for them. So you can get volume with regular mascara. You don't need false eyelashes. See? I just went from nothing to something, I guess. Alright, so the eyes are kind of done, but we just want to touch up the lines real quick. If anyone wants me to try their lashes, feel free to send me a direct message on Instagram that we can chat about having your lashes featured in a video. I would like to try some lashes, but I don't have any. Nor do I know how to put them on. But you can learn anything from a video online. Seriously. There's everything on here. So, if your eyes are like mine, that's looking a little sloppy, so we just want to soften that edge a little bit. And that edge. Okay. So the eyes seem done. We want to do the lips after the hair because we might get the hair stuck in the lips. But they are feeling a little dry, so we're going to go back to some more night cream here. It's just because we want the color to pop, not soak into my skin. So we have to give the skin as much moisture as it wants and desires and deserves. Don't mind me. I spend a lot of time by myself. If it's funny to me, I'm going to say it. Alright, so here's the hair. Oh boy, what can we do with the hair? We can do like a half up something. Let's get out the hairbrush. Oops, I'm making a mess. I just dropped my night cream in the sink. Oh yeah, my dog's in here too. Wanna say hi? Hey buddy! We're gonna go for a ride later? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go for a ride later. We're going to my mom's. And we're gonna watch the Walking Dead season finale. It's gonna be so cool. I won't say anything about it. Mom's a word. Spoilers. Will not say a word. But it's gonna be dope. And look, I'm actually wearing a hoop in all 3 holes. It's my first day wearing different earrings with the 3rd hole. And it feels really weird. They actually feel kind of heavy. It'll take some getting used to. Oh no. I don't know where my comb is. Is it here? My comb has left the building. Yeah. I don't know where my comb. Oh no, it's right here. I found it. Oops. I found my comb. I was going to say, how are we going to part the hair without the comb? Alright. So, I need some hairstyle to go with this amount of jewelry and makeup. I think like a half a pony, but a really high one, like up here, perhaps. that leaves some hair in the front. I did something similar for a goth video, and I think I'll leave that linked in the description box if you want to go see that makeup video. I'm going to do a perfect part because we want to the ear. Is that too much hair? That might be too much hair. At least it's perfectly combable. Let's see. That's too much. What if we had it to here? Okay. So we want to hold on to that one bit of hair. And we're going to look over to here. That bit of hair. Okay, we just need some little thing, don't mind me. I'm gonna hold that with my teeth and put it here so they don't escape. I might have to duck slightly like this because I am somewhat too tall for the actual mirror that's behind the camera. Fun, right? Don't you love being too tall for your mirror? I have that problem all throughout this house. So we want like halfway around. I can't see that. Okay, halfway. Where's the halfway mark? Right there. So that's about right there. Okay. I need to brush this out. And real quick, before we continue, we need to move this out of the way. We're going to grab that big giant scrunchie and say, get out of the way. You know, every girl that's had natural long hair, that's not clip-in extensions, yada yada, they actually grew it out long like me, you know how hard this actually is to deal with. Okay, I'm actually starting to sweat here. Alright, so we have our ponytail here. And we left it like that for a reason. Remove